Here on BookTube, you've probably seen creators trying chapters of books or even trying to guess a book based on their first sentence. But what if I read the last sentence of books to decide what I read next? Hi, I'm Alex. This is Pucks and Paperbacks, where I love to shout about queer and trans books. You heard me right. I am reading last sentences of books to decide what I read next. This is inspired by a prompt on the PopSugar Reading Challenge this year to read a book based on the last sentence. But I haven't read the last sentence of books to know what I'm going to read. So for this video, I thought I would sit down, gather 20 books off my physical TBR, read the last sentence, and decide what to read next. This is not a reading vlog. It is just a sit-down video where I read a bunch of last sentences and decide what to read. I hope you enjoy, and let me know if you do the same. Do you read the last sentence or even first sentence of books to decide what to read next, or do you not read anything at all? Let me know in the comments, and I'm gonna start reading. I have 3 piles. My no pile, my maybe pile, and the yes pile. Some of the last sentences were boring. They didn't really tell me much. Of course, it's the last sentence, so I would have had to read the books to understand the last sentence. But I do have a winner. I will be sharing the winner at the end. I want to read off all of the last sentences in the yes pile. So if you don't want to know what the last sentences are, I'll show you the stack of books and then you can decide for yourself. If you don't want to know what the last sentences are, that's totally fine. You can just skip to the next chapter to know which book I actually picked. Here are my yeses. I'll give you a couple seconds to just look over the books. If you want to stay, you can, and if not, you can just skip to the next chapter. For those who are staying, here is the stack. High Risk Homosexual by Edgar Gomez. The last sentence is, what you do when you're not afraid anymore is the same thing you do when you are. Keep going. What a last sentence that is. Lake Lore by Anna Marie McLemore. But to each other we're seen. Nice Try, Jane Center by Leanne Olk. And yes, I can be a mother idiot sometimes, but today I was something else. What a last sentence that is. our way back to Always by Nina Marino. For this, there was a to-do list at the back, so I actually went with the last, like, print sentence. There was 2 diary entries, which I did skip. I waited for there to be, like, actual text here. Party at my house, Benny shouts, using his fake diploma as a megaphone, and I grab Lou's hand as we follow him outside into a bright, sunny Port Coral afternoon toward everything that happens next. I think that's a really good one. This should have probably been in the maybe, but I liked it enough that I would continue. Something like Possible by Meal Moreland. This had a little cupcake that said I voted. That made me want to read it anyway. But the last sentence is, note to self, some moments are only for us. Love is an Ex-Country by Rhonda Gerard. Completely Loved. And the last book, which is my winner, and I haven't even hauled this book yet. I recently received it from the publisher Catapult, Hot Girls with Balls by Benedict Wen. This last sentence made me want to pick the book up immediately. Also, I think this book is about volleyball, and I thought it was so cute how the acknowledgements are called assists. I really enjoyed that touch. But the last sentence is, now that was female empowerment. I will say I did read the whole last paragraph, and that is actually what sold me. So I'll just read that. For a second longer before the episode shut off and their screens went blank, thousands of viewers felt it. The conviction radiating from Six and Green's faces and refracting onto their retinas was theirs too. Now that was female empowerment. So technically it wasn't the last sentence, but that last paragraph, I need to pick it up immediately. So my winner is Hot Girls with Balls by Benedict Wen. I was recently sent this from Catapult. Thank you so much to them for sending this over. I'm not being paid. It's just a review copy, and I cannot wait to read this. Let's read what it's about. Six is 6'7", scheming to rejoin the starting lineup and barely checks her phone. Green is 6'1", always building her brand and secretly jealous of her more famous girlfriend. Together, they're going where no Asian American trans woman has gone before, the men's pro indoor volleyball league. Our Hot Girls with Balls thought playing with the boys would spare them some controversy. In between their rival teams' away games across the globe, Six and Green stay connected on Space-Time and selfishly broadcast their romance to fans on their weekly Instagram live show. After a long season, they'll finally reunite for the championship tournament, first to accommodate in-person fans since the COVID pandemic struck the world a year ago. Just as they enter an airtight bro bubble of the world's best, they're faced with a crisis that demands an indisputably humiliating task: make a public statement online. Can Green stock up enough clout for her post-ball future? Can Six girl boss her team's seniority politics? Can they both take a time out to just grieve? The rabid fans and horny haters await their next move. We're all just desperate for a whiff of the sweaty feminine energy that makes the ball thwack with such spectacular force. Whoa. I don't even know what genre this is. It's probably lit fic. The blurb says, Hot Girls with Balls is a rigorous and gutting satire, a courageous social fantasy, a realistic portrait of the hell that is humanity, a deeply felt book about love and competition. I feel like I'm gonna eat this up. It sounds so weird, but everything that I love. I cannot wait to pick this up. This is not a vlog. I was just picking the books, so I'll definitely slot this into next month's TBR and I'll let you know my thoughts in my wrap up. That is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for clicking and watching. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, hi, I'm Alex. I'm a trans man who loves to uplift queer and trans books, so if you're into that, feel free to hit subscribe. And while you're down there, give the video a like and leave a comment. It helps me out a ton. Let me know if you read the last sentences of books before reading, or do you just traditionally read it? Or do you not even read the synopsis and go in without knowing anything I would love to know. If you don't feel like leaving a lengthy comment, you can just leave a book emoji. Thank you to my top patrons for their support this month. It means the world to me. If you would like exclusive content every month, feel free to become a patron. It is the best way to support me as a small trans creator. I would love to have you a part of the Paper Wreck Pals. If you'd like to watch more, I'll link my past video here and you can subscribe there. Bye.